Welcome back to Eastern Plains of Colorado, here on McCaffrey Farms. If you're enjoying the channel, all I ask is that you please consider subscribing. And if you enjoy the video, be sure to like it. Right now though, I'm in the 8960, Dad's in the 4640. We're heading south to the drills that are still in the field. I'll put a card to the video I'm talking about. But our drills broke down a while ago. It was right before harvest, so we didn't have time to get to them. We were just drilling feed, so it wasn't too important to get them fixed right away. But we're heading down there. We're gonna get those press wheels put back on. We're using the 4640, so in that way we can lift everything up when we need to and get everything hopefully back together. But we're taking the stuff down tonight. We just got done helping a neighbor cut some wheat, and it was pretty dang hot out once we got everything back, so we're gonna wait. We'll get these taken down, then we'll leave fairly early in the morning while it's still cooler and get those put back together. That way we can get the last of the feed finished up, so in that way it can get growing. All the other stuff, it's been a little while since I've been by, but we'll be going by as we go down there. So far it was looking good. Hopefully it's still looking good. Milo is kind of starting to head out in some places. Corn's really starting to tassel. So those crops are getting closer. They'll still be probably October or November yet, but they're getting there. We need some rain bad, especially now that we're done with wheat. Everything is kind of starting to suffer a little bit. Some rain would be nice to help get the dryland Milo and feed going good. So here's some of our Milo. This is all stuff that was planted after the 3.5 week interval that we had. It's looking good. This later stuff isn't quite heading out yet. And there's across the road, it's looking really good too. It is getting pretty dry. The leaves are kind of starting to curl up. It's needing some moisture, that's for sure. It is looking good, so if we could just get a nice slow 1/2 inch of rain here anytime soon, that would really boost this stuff and would really help it head out and produce some nice big heads. Hopefully that'll happen. It'd be nice. We'll just have to see how it goes, but so far it's still looking pretty good for not having a rain for quite a while. We've had some good sub-moisture built up from earlier this spring when we got all the rain and everything, and it's really carrying it along. It is starting to run out, but it's carrying it along pretty good so far, so hopefully we can get some rain soon. This feed, on the other hand, this would be the second field that we drilled. It is actually still looking pretty green. It's starting to get pretty decent sized, pretty tall. It's filled in pretty good. There are a few spots where we had to plant through some of the cheatgrass that it's not quite as big, but it is all there. So far everything's looking good, but we need a rain soon, otherwise it's not going to end up very well this year. Alright, we're just getting back to the field, and this feed's doing pretty good where it's been drilled. This, I believe, is still some of the first stuff I had drilled, and then right about there is where it switches over to the second stuff, which it's looking really good too. And then there's our drills. Hopefully we'll get those going here soon. Okay, so we're down here. I'm gonna try and get to working on these drills and get them fixed. The first thing we need to try and do is the set of press wheels that are still on but has one bolt missing. They've kind of moved over, so we're gonna try and lift the drills up like we're putting them into transport mode. That way we can use the 46 to kind of pull them back this way, because the way those tires lift, where we have the chain right now, there's a spot that tire will lift that drill, so we're going to try and do that so we can move the tractor off of there and hook it up to those press wheels, because we want to try and get those ones done first where they still have one in them, and then we will get that set and put them back under. So that's what we're trying to do this first time. Dad's getting the bolts. We should be able to make it work because as Dad lifts, I can move them. And so like that, it's in line. So he's gonna get the bolts that way. When he lifts with the 46 the next time, I can pull them and get that bolt put in. Then we can get that one tightened, and then these ones will be good. Then we can go get the ones that are back there still and get them under there. And then if we can get them going, hopefully finish planting the feed. I didn't get a whole lot recorded because it turned out to be a 3-person job, and it still took a little while, but we're rolling again. We're gonna try and get this done, and hopefully the drills stay together for us to get done. All right, I went a little ways, so now we're gonna check the depth because it has been a little drier. So we want to make sure it's still going in good, and then see how that goes. And if it looks good, I'll keep drilling. As you saw, the seed, it's decent. We knew there wasn't going to be near the moistures when we first drilled it because it's been a while since it's rained. It rained partway through harvest, and I don't know how much we got down here, but there's at least a little bit of moisture for us to be drilling into, so hopefully it's enough to get it up. There is a chance of rain today and tomorrow. I don't know how much of a chance, but there are some clouds moving in, so we'll see. Hopefully we can get this field done at least. I'd hate to get rained out because it's already pretty late, but we also need the rain really bad for our cash crops that are dry land, and so it's already late. I guess what's another day or two, take a nice rain, but hopefully these will stay intact to get this done, and then we'll have to go through, probably redo a couple things to try and prevent that, because we'll have, I don't know how many acres of wheat exactly we'll have, but it'll probably be a little over 500. So probably want to do a little bit of work to them, but we're going again. Hopefully we can get this knocked out, get the feed finished up, and as you can tell, it is pretty weedy. That's a good green. That's the feed that's already been up. It's looking good. Good stand. Would have been nice if we could have had everything like that, but it is weedy. Dad's already talked to Justin and said that he'd like to get this sprayed in the next day or two once we get everything done, and before it comes up, get it sprayed out, get it real clean, and then hopefully that'll work good. We'll just have to see. Hopefully we can get that done. Most of all, hopefully we can get it drilled. So stay tuned. Hopefully getting this finished up and not fixing anything else. So we ended up having 3 tractors down here. We had the 8960. We hooked it up to the end to pull them forward, push them back if we needed to. And had the 4640, which Dad's cleaning the radiator out right now. He's blowing it out and he'll take that home. Then we had our little 2440, also known as the little tractor. Both of those were just kind of to help lift and everything. It worked. I don't know if it was the right way to do it. I don't know if there was a right way to do it, but we got it done. So we got the little tractor parked across the road in a bit of a driveway out of my way. Dad is gonna take 46 home, and then once he gets it on the road, he's gonna move the red pickup out into the driveway for this field. That way everything's out of my way, to where if he doesn't get back in time to get a few things moved, I can still get this field finished up. Then if I have to, I can just pull it out into the field and get moving on to the next field, the last field, and hopefully get it done. We'll see. All right, don't mind the wind. Everything is folded up. They're still hanging in there. Get it? Yeah. Everything's still looking good. I'm gonna head on to the next field. Mom and Dad are coming down to start moving things around with the pickups and everything. I'm getting pretty close to being done, kind of, sort of. But I'm gonna have to get out and clean this. As you can see, all of a sudden some weeds have kind of built up. There's just enough small little kochia weeds and thistles. Like I said, we're gonna come in and hopefully have this sprayed in the next day or two by Justin once we get it all drilled. We didn't know this field was gonna be quite this bad, but we also didn't want to work it because there's not really a whole lot of moisture, and since there's not much moisture, we want to keep that for the hay. So we're just drilling into it, and then we'll have it sprayed. But like I said, it kind of built up all of a sudden, and it's not allowing it to close the furrows right. And then also the third drill, some kind of got wrapped up around it and I saw it pull off. So I'm gonna have to clean that out and fix that anyways. But it hasn't been doing this too bad. It just, I think it hit a certain patch and it all collected and got worse. So I'm gonna start cleaning this out and then I'll get back to drilling. I'm going again. It took a little longer than I wanted it to, but I've got it all cleaned out now. There was a few that probably weren't planting the full rate. It is what it is. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see. Like right now it's fine. I can see everything just fine. But for the most of the day, it's been kind of hard to see back there. But everything's good now. I'm back to going. I won't be able to get it all done because today's Saturday. We like to go to church on Saturday nights. We have to leave by 6 and it's 3:30 right now. So around 5-ish, I'll probably have to go back to the house and get ready. But we'll get it finished up tomorrow. And then I don't know what else we'll try and get ourselves into. But tomorrow we should be able to wrap this field up and have all the feed planted and then figure something else out to do. Alright, this is gonna be my last pass for tonight. It's a little earlier than I was gonna quit, but on the third box there is a hose that has been torn off. It's still on the drill part, but where it goes down to the shank for the opener, it's missing there. I don't have too much farther to go. I don't know how long it's been missing. I'm sure we'll know once it starts coming up. But I'm gonna plant back to the edge, flip around where I need to be, and Dad just getting ready to leave to come get me. So that'll be all for now. And then tomorrow we'll get that fixed, get a new one put on there. I believe we have one. I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully we do. I know we have some hoses. I don't know if they're that one, but we'll see if we can get it fixed, and then hopefully tomorrow we can get this finished up.